to this new video outdoors in the snow. My name is Vanessa, welcome to Lagom Trolldom, and in this very special video I will share with you how my path brought me to the realm and the beautiful spiritual world of nature, spirituality and Norse paganism. Welcome. In the heart of the ancient north, where the winds whisper through the towering pines and the ancient rivers shimmer with old magic, the old beliefs and the old ways of our ancestors awake in every cell. Paganism, so much older, so much deeper rooted in our hearts than the Christian belief system, seems to slowly emerge again from the deep within our souls, reconnecting us with nature's circles and Mother Nature and her rocks, her trees, her rivers, her water, in our very own rhythms. Casting runes and creating rituals within Mother Nature's realms and dancing to music that moves something within our souls is part of Norse paganism, just as so many other things. This spirituality calls us to respect the land, embrace the elements, and find the sacred in this natural world. It's a journey of harmony with all that is wild and wonderful, awakening an ancient bond with the earth and the universe. Always connected to an outsider part of society, the Gothic community, I got easily in touch with medieval markets. Whenever we attended a Gothic festival, we would spend most of our time on the medieval markets, enjoying mead, the good community and the good music. So when my husband and I got engaged in 2020, a question occurred. Which motto would we choose for our wedding? Because a traditional wedding or even a wedding in a church was completely out of question. And this now may sound very wrong, but due to financial reasons, we actually chose to have a nature lover, pagan, Viking, medieval kind of wedding. Because a full as grown Gothic wedding, as I had dreamed of, would have cost us at least 10 times more. So as I started to deal with the ideas of the dress, the food, rituals, the guest book, and so on, I very quickly got in touch with the elder Futhark runes, apron dresses, Scandinavian lore, Norse pagan gods and traditions, and finally, of course, the music. And just as my existence as goth started with music like Hymn, Rammstein, Evanescence, Within Temptation, VNV Nation, and so on, my journey went now on with Danheim, Bodruna, Faun, and Heilung. So, of course, I did not just want an aesthetic wedding. I wanted to really understand and feel what I was stepping into. And the deeper I went, the more I felt how this path actually resonated with me. Everything felt natural, authentic, and aligned with who I was. I did not a moment feel like I was bending myself into something that I was not. Instead, it actually felt like coming home. So I began to translate the lyrics of the music that I was listening to. I began to dive into the runes and into the Norse gods. Along the way, the YouTube channels Norse Magic and Beliefs and Jacob Todson the wisdom of Odin, became invaluable resources for me. Additional to that, I of course read a lot of books, I read and visited countless websites and watched tons of other videos. I simply would let my curiosity dive me deeper. At the very same time, my journey led me deeper into meditation and spirituality and connection to nature in general. I got into deep conversations with my dear friend Nicole, who also is living very closely to nature. She too embodies the essence of being an animistic pagan, which basically means that you believe that everything, every tree, every rock, everything has a soul. Her wisdom really helped me to understand that being Norse pagan doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pray to Odin or Freya or Thor in order to be Norse pagan, but that it is rather about feeling. It is not about following rules or guides. It is about the spirit. It is about connection. And he actually then confirmed it in one of his videos where he said, and I quote, "Come up with your own beliefs. This is what paganism is about." And I slowly started to realize that Norse paganism is a belief system where everybody is free, where there are no rules, no punishments, no hell or heaven. It is about you. It is about your responsibilities, your choices, nature, and the universe. And that's all. And on top of that, it has some very beautiful and magical aesthetical part to it, which I can create art about. So in 2022, I was already deeply in love with Norse paganism and its music, for example, also Heilung. And I watched their music video, Krigsgalder, and when I watched it, I had tears in my eyes. I was amazed and terrified at the same time. And then I found out that the graphics that they used in this music video were actually inspired by rock carvings from the south of Scandinavia. So of course, I immediately added this place to my bucket list, which I had to visit. And as destiny wanted, we went there in autumn 2022. Standing there, and I get goosebumps thinking of it. It was like electricity ran through my whole body. I felt like I was shaking. I was literally captivated. I didn't want to leave anymore. And at the same time, I just wanted to run. It was an incredible feeling. It felt extremely surreal. And I remember that in this moment, I definitely decided that I need to find out more about everything. And it was very fitting because just 2 months later, our wedding took place. I made a whole video about the wedding, how I planned it and how it went, and feel free to check it out here. I won't dive too deep now into what the wedding was like and what my focus was on, but I can tell you that I wanted it to be as beautiful and as authentic as I as it could have been. So we had a real hand fasting ceremony. We had a sacrifice to the gods. We spilled some meat for Odin, and we had a medieval band, and yeah, we really tried to keep it as beautiful and real as it could have been. And if you want to know more about it, feel free to check out the video. But to keep the focus for this video, I will now move on to the next topic. I chose my very own path, my very own intuitive and loose path of Norse paganism and witchcraft, because I refuse to be bound by anything that is too rigid or too strict. I rather seek creating a life that is infused and guided by freedom and creativity, where I can focus on connecting, on really feeling and creating. For me, Norse paganism is and will never be about rigid doctrines or strict rituals. It is more about casting runes when I feel like it, feeling their energy and letting their energy speak to me and guide me. I use them for divination sometimes, but never in a way that feels heavy or like strict or something. More that it feels natural, like a whisper from the unseen, something magical, not something that follows rules. I live my beliefs a lot through movement and through songs, through dancing, through deep, unfiltered emotion. I love to dance in the wind with my bare feet, or like in winter with my shoes. And to just let this music, these drums, these old rhythms guide my body, my spirit, my energy to whatever wants to be seen or wants to be moved. I just let this music flow through my veins and slowly dissolving the boundaries between past and present, between the spirit and the self. Of course, I offer a lot of gratitude to Mother Nature in specific, and also to the gods and goddesses, but not one in particular. More like in general to those who feel like they are woven into the fabric of my life, if you want to call it that way. Even more, I honor my ancestors. I speak to them as if they are still with me, as if they still walk beside me, and I thank them for their guidance and for all the strength they have showed in our past lives, and for all the strength and the courage that flows through my blood because of them. And in return, I invite them to be a big part of all of my triumphs, of my joy, and of my most blissful moments in this present life. Most and foremost, I believe in Mother Nature, the great force that connects us all. And I honor the old ways, the ones that cherish life and death, and the sacred balance of everything that lies in between. And I share this belief not only through words like right now, but through my art, through the videos I create, the images I capture. These ones are like fragments of myself that lie kind of hidden underneath in this very worldly world. When I create my art, I am the vulva, the maiden, the forest creature, the huldra, the wanderer, the dancer, and the untamed spirit of the North. I embrace the beauty, the freedom, the connection, the love for nature that this path has to offer. There is no right or wrong on this path because none of our ancestors, none of us was alive when all of these beliefs, all of these stories were created, were brought into existence. Just a few were there when all of this was brought into life, and even fewer were there when all of this was burned and buried again. But what could not be erased, what will never be erased, lingers in our bones and in our blood. It is in our intuition, it is in our ancestral memory that lies within, that calls from within. And from there, here and now, we begin again. So I will keep on dancing to the drums that push nothing but power into my veins. I will keep on hugging trees. I will keep on thanking the water for its healing powers. I will keep on staring at the moon, wondering about its pure magic and its incredible force. I will keep on working with runes and sing in old languages. I will keep on following my intuition. I will keep on doing what feels right to me, and I will keep on being myself. And the Norse pagan path allows me to do that. So now, I thank you so much for watching, for being here with me. I really hope you could take something from that video with you, for you. And yes, I thank you for being here and for making this earth even more beautiful, because you are wandering together with me on this earth. Have a wonderful day, my loves, and hopefully see you soon. Bye.